Why is it that the wealthiest people in your neighborhood often drive the oldest cars? Have you ever wondered why the person living in the most modest house is sometimes a secret millionaire? The biggest reason wealth disappears is not because of a bad stock market. It often vanishes because of a loud mouth. In our world today, being noticed is a trap. But being silent is a powerful shield. Have you ever noticed an old friend suddenly call you after they heard you got a promotion? The moment people think you have money, their behavior toward you changes forever. Envy is a basic human instinct that no one likes to admit. When people know exactly how much you earn, they start doing math on your wallet. They begin to judge how you spend your own hard-earned money. True wealth is not about what other people see. True wealth is about the freedom to never do what you do not want to do. It is about having the power to walk away from any situation without fear. But this freedom only stays safe when it remains invisible. Look at social media today and you will see a strange phenomenon. It is called loud poverty. People are borrowing money they do not have to buy things they do not need. They want to impress people they do not even like. They post pictures of expensive watches and luxury vacations to feel important. But actual wealthy people are doing the exact opposite. They are practicing what we call stealth wealth. They are building empires in the shadows, while everyone else is performing for likes. The richest man you know might be wearing a plain gray t-shirt and driving a 10-year-old truck. He does not want your admiration because he already has something better. He has peace of mind. Think about the invisible tax of being noticed. When you look rich, the price of everything around you goes up. Mechanics might charge you more because they think you can afford it. Contractors might give you higher estimates for simple home repairs. Even your own family might develop a sense of entitlement to your success. This is the social tax that loud wealth pays every single day. Silent wealth avoids this tax entirely. Let us explore the 7 classified rules of the silent millionaire. The first rule is to keep your income strictly confidential. Your income is classified information. The moment you tell someone your salary, you lose your privacy. If you earn more than your friends, they might feel resentful or entitled to your help. If you earn less, they might look down on you or pity you. Neither of these outcomes helps you build a better life. When someone asks how much you make, learn the art of the polite deflection. You can simply say that you are doing okay, and then immediately change the subject. Never apologize for keeping your finances private. Try saying something like, "We have enough to keep the lights on and the pantry full." Then ask the other person about their latest hobby or their family. Most people love to talk about themselves and will quickly forget their question. The second rule is to live invisibly below your means. Think about the story of Ronald Reed. He was a janitor and a gas station attendant in a small town. He lived in a modest house and drove a used car his entire life. He was known for using a safety pin to hold his old coat together. When he passed away, his neighbors were shocked to find out he had $8 million in savings. He did not win the lottery. He simply invested quietly and lived a simple life. He chose to be an exceptional millionaire instead of looking like an average consumer. He understood that a coat held by a safety pin could hide a fortune of millions. The third rule is to build wealth in private legal structures. Do not keep all your money in a simple checking account where a teller can see it. The wealthy use tools like revocable trusts and limited liability companies. These structures create a legal layer between you and your assets. They protect you from unnecessary lawsuits and prying eyes. If someone searches for your name in public records, they should find very little. In states like Wyoming or Delaware, you can even keep your name off the public filing. Legal invisibility is one of the best insurance policies you can own. It is much harder for someone to sue you if they do not know what you own. The fourth rule is to practice complete social media silence. Every time you post a victory, you invite a problem. A photo of a new luxury purchase is an invitation for scammers and hackers. The algorithm often shows your success to the people most likely to resent it. Your digital footprint should be as small as possible regarding your finances. You do not need to prove your success to strangers online. Let your bank account be the only place where your growth is recorded. Real winners do not need a trophy on their digital wall to feel successful. The most dangerous thing you can do is post a photo of your boarding pass or your new car keys. Those images tell the world exactly where you are and what you have. The fifth rule is to never become an unpaid financial advisor. When you start doing well, friends will ask for your investment secrets. They want the reward without doing the hard work of learning the market. If you give them advice and they lose money, they will blame you for their failure. If they make money, they will think they are geniuses and never thank you. Keep your specific investment tactics to yourself and your professional advisor. If someone asks for a tip, tell them you just buy simple index funds and leave it at that. Tell them that your strategy is very boring and would probably put them to sleep. This shuts down the conversation while keeping the relationship intact. The sixth rule is to build your business dealings in total silence. Do not announce your big plans before you have actually achieved them. Premature speaking kills the energy of a project and alerts your competitors. There is a psychological trap called premature praise. When you tell people your goals, your brain gets a hit of dopamine as if you already succeeded. This actually lowers your motivation to do the actual work. Work in stealth mode until your results are so big they cannot be ignored. Announce your victory only after the battle is already won and the check is in the bank. The seventh rule is the most powerful weapon of all. Actively let people underestimate you. It can be difficult for the human ego to be seen as average. We all want to be recognized for our intelligence and our success. But being overestimated makes you a target for every person with a hidden agenda. When people think you are just doing okay, they leave you alone. They do not ask you for loans or expect you to pay for every dinner. Looking poor while getting rich is a superior life strategy. It allows you to move through the world without friction. If they think you are struggling, let them believe it while you continue to build your empire. Your ego might hurt for a moment, but your bank account will thank you for years. Now, you might be asking how to start this transition today. The first step is to automate your investments. Set up your accounts so that money moves from your paycheck to your investments before you see it. If you never see the money, you will never be tempted to spend it on status symbols. Wealth that is out of sight is wealth that is safe from your own impulses. The second step is to audit your circle of influence. Surround yourself with people who value character over luxury goods. If your friends only talk about what they bought, find friends who talk about what they are building. True friends do not care about the logo on your shirt or the badge on your car. If you have to buy expensive things to keep your friends, you do not have friends, you have fans. The third step is to master the feeling of being invisible. Learn to enjoy the secret knowledge that you are far wealthier than you appear. There is a deep satisfaction in knowing you could buy the store, even while wearing an old pair of jeans. This is the ultimate form of self-confidence. It does not require external validation from anyone else. It is a quiet power that radiates from within because you know the truth. Remember that wealth is what you do not see. It is the cars not purchased and the designer clothes left on the rack. It is the money in the bank that is quietly compounding while you sleep. A loud lifestyle is often a sign of a fragile financial foundation. It is a desperate cry for attention from those who feel empty inside. But a silent lifestyle is a sign of true strength and lasting security. It is the mark of a person who has mastered their desires and their destiny. The world will try to push you to show off and spend more. Retailers spend billions of dollars every year trying to make you feel inadequate. They want you to believe that your value is tied to your possessions. Resist the urge to perform for the crowd. Choose the path of the silent millionaire. Choose the freedom that comes with being a ghost in the system. In the end, it does not matter what your neighbors think of your car. They are not going to pay your bills or fund your retirement. It only matters that you are in control of your own time. Control over your time is the highest dividend that money can pay. Build your wealth in the shadows and let your peace be your only reward. If you are ready to take this journey, start by changing one habit this week. Stop talking about your wins and start focusing on your work. Delete the apps that make you feel like you need to compete with strangers. The results will speak for themselves when the time is right. Until then, stay quiet, stay focused, and stay wealthy. True success is a silent whisper, not a loud shout. Let everyone else shout while you quietly own the future.